Okay, very talented local, beautiful young lady in studio. Here's that enough
That
props
was perfect.
for you there?
Thank you.
Stacey Zegers in studio, and you're going to be hearing a lot from her from the next little while. You've probably already heard a little bit from her as well, because Stacey, you've been all over the place, an aspiring country musician. You've done quite well. You've been on CMT, you've been down in Nashville, you were at the CCMAs, and you're getting ready to put out this CD.
I am. I just picked it up last week in Nashville, Tennessee, where I did my CD release party. And now I brought it home with me, so it's time to start giving it to friends and family and passing it around and seeing how people like it.
Always a cool thing to check out her website too, stacyzegers.com, to see where she is at. So take us through. Maybe if somebody is just hearing about you for the very first time, where are you from? You're from just not far from here, as a matter of fact.
No, I'm from Wardsville, Ontario, about half an hour drive away. I grew up on a farm out there. I'm actually having one of my CD release parties in Clackan, which is kind of the hamlet where
I love
I'm
Clackan.
from. I know, so
Yeah,
do I.
love Clackan.
Where Boot Hill Jamboree was this year. And
Right.
I played Boot Hill as well. So having a CD release party there November 14th.
And how was that? A big jamboree like the Boot Hill was this past summer, in front of, no doubt, everybody you've ever met in terms of family and friends. How cool was that?
That was really, really cool. Yeah, it was such a great show. A lot of people came up and talked to me after who I hadn't seen in, 5 or 10 years since I was a little girl, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is what you're doing now. That's amazing." And I love the country, and I love the support of local people. It's amazing.
You have also, how were the CCMAs? You were out there a couple of months ago in Vancouver?
It was great. It was the best year yet. I've gone a couple times, and it was such a great show. Everyone did a phenomenal performance, and yeah, it was really fun.
Very good. And you were hobnobbing with some of the elite
Everyone,
of country music.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about the CCMAs is everyone, and I mean people in general are on the same level as you personally. Nobody acts like, "Oh, I make $1 million or whatever, so I'm not going to talk to you." The CCMAs are really cool because everyone who's usually really timid or doesn't know how to get their music out there as an artist like I am, they go for it. There's tons of industry people there, there's radio people there, there's people from all over the world actually looking for artists to sign or to book or whatever, and it's great. It's a great opportunity.
Perfect. All right, and you've been down to Nashville, the mecca of country music, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, and what a cool place. It's a lot like Chatham in the sense that it's a very small city, like about 300,000 people. I guess Chatham's a lot smaller than that, but it's cool. It's like if you want to be a doctor and you found a town where 90% of the people there wanted to be doctors. Like, would you not be in heaven?
Right, exactly.
Or radio. Yeah. Everyone in this town wanted to be a radio personality. It's the perfect place for an artist to go, and everyone's really welcoming. They're really supportive, and it's a phenomenal experience.
Not that high and mighty big city feel to it by any
stretch.
stretch.
Not at all. Like country feel totally down there. It's great.
So, Stacey Zegers, Famous is the name of the CD.
Yes.
And how long did it take you to put this together from start to finish?
Years, I would say.
Really?
This first song that I wrote, that I put on it, I wrote when I was 18, which was about 5 or 6 years ago. And so years of writing. I've written hundreds of songs, and I talked to about 25, 30 different producers, and in Canada and the States. I really wanted to record it in Canada, but it just ended up that it worked out better for me to go down to the States and do it. And so, yeah, I would say years. I finally recorded in July, and I just picked it up last week, so that process in itself took about 4 months, but...
So this is a quick thing to put the CD together.
No,
and
lots of blood, sweat, and tears. That's for sure.
So now to promote this CD, what are you doing in terms of shows, release parties, and stuff like that?
Release parties, like I said, I have one November 14th in Clackan at the Hall there. I also have one November 7th in Delhi, and I plan on doing one in Chatham and Toronto and kind of all over to fans who believe in me in different places and don't necessarily want to drive an hour to get there. I want to bring my shows to them, so. I book everything myself. I do everything myself, so I'm trying my hardest to get to as many small cities as I can.
Right. And to gather new fans.
Exactly.
Along
the
way as well. Let's play one track. Actually, we're going to give away one or two. How many CDs did you bring for giveaway?
Let's give away 2.
2. All right. We're going to go big today, so we'll do that in a few minutes. First of all, I want to play one of the tracks from Famous, from Stacey Zegers of Wardsville, Ontario, and tell us about I think we're going to play "Living the Dream."
Yes.
Tell us about this song.
This is a song I wrote with a friend of mine. His name's Kevin Bushy, and I got to his house and I was like, I really have this idea about living the dream, but in kind of a different way. So it's about living the dream, but as a musician or anyone else who's chasing your dreams, you're generally broke. So it's living the dream, but you're living in your car.
All right, so this is "Living the Dream," Stacey Zegers' CD, "Famous," and it'll be on store shelves someday, very soon.
Someday, hopefully,
very
yes.
soon. So this is called "Living the Dream," and we'll give away a couple of CDs after the song. So I want to thank you very much, Stacey, for coming here this afternoon, and let us know how these shows are coming along in the next little while.
Thank you so much, Mike.
You're very welcome. Here is "Living the Dream." This is Stacey Zegers on CFCO. Perfect. All right.